Caritas, a Catholic charity worth $6.5 billion. Carita, the Latin word for love, is derived from the ancient Greek word kata, meaning head. In Hebrew, this word means to bow down, to be brought low, in order to put one's mouth into water, or a water vessel. It also means to breathe in the sense of piercing.
For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Known as the merchants of old in Numbers 13:29, the ancient Canaanites are described as sea dwellers, also known as the Phoenicians. They were the first to venture from the Mediterranean to the Atlantic Sea. Renowned for their advanced knowledge of sailing and navigation, they were the dominant maritime power. The ancient Israelites shared the Hebrew language with the Phoenicians as well as the Amorites. These merchants would amalgamate the pure Hebrew lip with a foreign lip, becoming the language of Canaan. Their alphabet would soon transmit across the Mediterranean world, becoming the basis of many languages, including the Latin and Greek alphabet, which was later merged with sorcerer John Dee's alchemical Enochian language, creating modern English.
And through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you.
It is supposed that the name Canaanite is synonymous with merchant. However, the pursuit of trade was characterized by the maritime cities of Phoenicia. Together they would establish multinational trade networks and become the world's first bankers. The Phoenicians maintained a covenant with the ocean-dwelling mer spirits. Their allegiance was to Ishtar and Dagon.
And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more, the merchandise of gold and silver, and precious stones, and of pearls and fine linen, and purple, and silk, and scarlet, and slaves, and souls of men.
Human sacrifice, especially of the firstborn, was considered an exchange within their sacrificial tariffs to the gods. As a form of tribute, the human victim would be offered in return for technological advancement and protection while they traveled. During sacrificial rituals, the Canaanite priest would stand at seaports and riverbanks and chant to the mer spirits, Dagon, known as merchant, asking for favor over the currents of the sea, currency, before setting off to sail. Finance language heavily relies on water metaphors, capital flows, financial liquidity, banks, money channeling, capital dry up, rising tides, and is why investors are left to sink or swim. Water terms give the illusion of money being fluid, demanding the need to move freely without regulations. Lawless. In Jekyll Island, there is a sea serpent, the red dragon who rises up out of the abyss, the deep sea, also known in the Greek tongue as Hades.
And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
America has also made a covenant with the Marine Kingdom, and because of these unholy covenants, the Marine Kingdom and its maritime law now have dominion over the land. And the law of the land derives this authority from the law of the sea. The Marine Kingdom now claims jurisdiction over all land and water. All ships are female, so when a woman is pregnant, she is a vessel, and when her water breaks, they claim jurisdiction over what is delivered to the dock, or the doctor, or the doctor, or the doctor, ascribing it as a birth day, documented with a birth certificate, a manifest. The apotheosis of Washington depicts George Washington sitting among the heavens in an exalted manner, or in literary terms, ascending and becoming a god.
For the love of money
Apotheosis
is the root of all evil.
In the illustration, the Greek Poseidon, god of the sea, wielding his trident, the Roman Neptune, sea god, and Venus, goddess of love, born from the sea, is depicted as helping to lay the transatlantic telegraph.
Is the root of all evil.
Above head is the message, E pluribus unum. out of many, one.
The waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
The Lord hath given a commandment against the merchant city to destroy the strongholds thereof. He stretched out his hand over the kingdom.
For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning.